Okay, YouTube family, thank you so much once again for stopping by today for another episode. Today, I bring to you Mattel's ringside exclusive WWE Ultimate Edition, The Outsiders. As you can see here, little box looks pretty dope. Looks really cool. NWO in the back, Outsiders on the side, Hall and Nash right there in the front, and you see some more NWO stuff. This is a pretty cool little set, but I'm going to review them individually. So right now we're going to check out Mr. Hall. So starting off with Scott Hall's box, same that we've seen before. Looks pretty cool. WCW there, Scott Hall on the bottom. Pretty cool stuff, but this little bio here says Scott Hall shocked the NITRO audience when he jumped the barricade and invaded WCW.
You know who I am,
but you don't
know why I'm here.
At Bash at the Beach 1996, everyone found out when Hall, Kevin Nash, and Hulk Hogan joined forces to form the NWO. But my first experience with Scott Hall was when he was actually Razor Ramon, and I was so confused growing up. I'm like, I don't know what to call him, Razor Ramon or Scott Hall. Now, because I grew up playing WCW NWO Revenge, and in that game it says Hall on his trucks. I would have liked that version just because of the nostalgia, you know what I'm saying? But that's the only difference really. And so I'm happy to have this figure. With that being said, let's check Mr. Hall out.
But before we check him out, here it says it's survey time. Here it says one more for the good guys. Alright, let's check him out. Alright, so getting a closer look at Scott Hall, we're starting off with his hair. He does have his slick gelled hair to the back. As you can see, his curls. And most importantly, you gotta have that Superman S in the front. You got the forehead creases there. Here you can see his 5 o'clock shadow beard. I think they did capture his look pretty good. And going down to the vest is a softer plastic. You can see the paint drips. They have the buttons there sculpted. You can see some of the creases from the vest there. Going to the back, you can see some more sculpted work here. And you can see Outsiders and some more paint drips. Back here, you can look at the difference on the elbow pads. This is just straight black. This one has the red paint drip on it. Pretty cool stuff. Looking at his arms, he has pinless arms. And for the chest area here, we can see this man was hairy. Scott Hall was pretty hairy man. But yeah, he has all of that. You can see the hair kind of goes onto the butterfly joints there. As we go down to the trunks, you can see Outsiders there. Going down onto his legs, knee pads. See more paint drips there. Scott Hall has pins. And as we continue down, looking at Scott Hall's boots, you can see red this time around with black laces. And I like the little detail of them having the little silver pieces for the lace holes here. I like that. Pretty cool stuff. And then, you know, just the white bottoms. But yeah, for articulation, Scott Hall does look everywhere. And the hair is soft, so it's not going to get in the way. And he kind of pivots just a little bit to the side, and he does not look up. And it is not because of the hair, it's just the structure of the head. But he cannot look down either. That's as far as it goes. For the arms, he does have that butterfly joint, so he can move his arms. Let's see how far across he could go. About that much. Not a lot of movement. Go back about that much. But yeah, butterfly joint is good. It is functional, and you definitely have that range for him. But he still can't, you know, you just can't get him close. Lex Luger was pretty good. You could definitely get him to move his hands closer. But he can do that 360. He has that bicep swivel there. He could do bending elbows. Then for the hand, do it everywhere, 360, up and down. The older models that they were releasing, they couldn't do a 360 on the torso area, so it does stop it. Can go side to side a little bit, you know, and back and forward. Not a lot, but you know, a little bit. Waist area, he still has just that cut, so he could do that 360 there. And then for the legs, he can do the split. And they do have that little drop down to them, as you can see. And thigh cut there. And he can kick forward. And he can bend his knees, but because of the knee pads, there's gonna be a little bit of restraint. But you can move it around and get him to move, you know, much more. And then he does have that boot cut. And for the feet, he goes up and down. Toe hinge, as you can see. I don't know if mine is just stuck, but this is what I can do with him for his ankles. For accessory, he does comes with this face scope. They should have gave him a little toothpick too. But yep, hairdo is still the same. Also comes with the smiley face, which I like this face for him. You see the forehead creases there, looking good. See the teeth, looks pretty good. Cheek muscles, they did pretty good with this head scan. He comes with this outsider t-shirt, Scott Hall and Kevin Nash there. NWO here in the bottom, little stretchy material as the Velcro back here. And you gotta have the NWO shirt as well. So it does come with that. Same thing, same material, a little stretchy, not a lot, but a little bit of stretch there. Here in the back, you can see the Velcro. Yep, NWO baby. And it comes with the WCW Tag Team Championship belt. Just has a lot of good little details there. You see the world, that says world on it. You can see it in the back here. You see in the back here, it has the texture completely different. There it says Wrestling Champions. Wrestling Champions. These little squares here has some nice little detail as well. It's pretty good. Little material. I wish that they kind of use a different material that allows you to kind of just put it over the shoulder without this piece going back up like that. It would have been nice. I like the end part that they added the gold on the end part. I thought that was pretty neat. But yeah, comes with this belt. And he comes with the spooky hands or the 4 horsemen. No, I'm playing. Now he does come with the spooky hands. NWO. Too sweet hands. But yeah, he does come with these. So that's a wrap up on my review on Mattel's WWE Ultimate Edition ringside exclusive 2-pack Outsiders Scott Hall. This figure is really dope. I never had a Scott Hall figure before, so to me this was, you know, it's a must for me in particular, especially because this is how I know Scott Hall. So to me, this was really cool. Only difference is that the one that I grew up watching said Hall on his chunks, but this one says Outsider. But that's like pretty much the only difference. But anyways, really cool figure. Few things I do not like is that he does not come with fist hands. He's a wrestler. He gotta punch things, punch people. So like, what the heck? Also, torso. They did good with Lex Luger and some of the other ones. You know, Mankind, Eddie Guerrero, and I believe Bret Hart. Like some of the newer guys, they have that articulation that goes all around. His torso does not. Like, bruh. And of course, it's probably just because they just reused the Scott Hall from before that they released and just changed a couple things on him, and that's it. Which is cool. Still, man, dang. Give us torso articulation. But other than that, this figure is really good. I like it. If you've been collecting them, you already know what the heck you're getting with, you know. And the Bible verse of the day Today is Philippians 4, verse 7, and we're reading from the English Standard Version. Verse 7 says, "And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." Thank you so much for stopping by today. I really appreciate you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this review, even though I'm a little bit late. But I hope that you guys truly enjoyed this. Enjoy these pictures, and y'all be blessed. Peace out. Peace out.
Hard work pays off. Dreams come true. Bad times don't last, but bad guys do.